There's a lot of filth out there on the internet, and you want to protect your kids from that filth. But sadly, you don't know how to do that. Today, I will tell you the 4 websites you need to block on your child's device. My name is Jack Hughes, and I help parents protect their kids online. I've grown up in this digital age, and I know the dangers of the internet firsthand. And it's because I know the dangers of the internet that I now help you, the parent, in protecting your kids from those very same dangers that I've grown up with. If you need any other assistance or need any further help, please feel free to check out my website at parenttech.support. Without further ado, let's jump right into the video. The first website that you want to block from your child's device is Reddit. Reddit is the biggest online forum in the world. It's like an online billboard of discussions and whatnot. Because Reddit is so massive and is international, that it has a lot of good information on it. If you have some obscure problem, like a certain problem in your computer or a certain problem on your car, chances are there's someone on Reddit a few years ago who has encountered that exact same problem and has posted about it on Reddit, how to fix it. Reddit is also a great place for communities and fandoms to grow. Let's say I really liked Harry Potter. None of my friends liked Harry Potter, so what I would do is I would go on Reddit and I would nerd out with a bunch of other Harry Potter people on the Harry Potter subreddits, right? And we'd all talk about Harry Potter together on Reddit. Now, Reddit has a lot of good content, but it also has a lot of bad content on it. Reddit has content on drugs, content on hate speech. It has pornographic content on Reddit. Sadly, Reddit is not safe for children and should be used by responsible adults. The second website that we're gonna be taking a look at is a well-known website called Twitter, or nowadays x.com, depending on how you think of it. Honestly, out of all the websites on this list, Twitter is probably the worst. And the reason that I would say Twitter's the worst is one main reason: the amount of pornographic content that's on Twitter. Out of all the websites on the internet with pornographic content on it, Twitter ranks 3rd on that list of just how much pornographic content is on Twitter. The pornographic content on Twitter is also incredibly easy to find with just a little bit of digging, and you don't even need to have an 18 or older account to access them. The third website that we're gonna be taking a look at is archive.org. Now, archive.org isn't bad in of itself. Essentially what it is a massive storage facility on the internet of older websites. So you can go on archive.org and look at how YouTube looked 10 years ago or 10 to 20 years ago, or how Google looked 10 to 20 years ago. It's actually really interesting to see what YouTube looked like when it was first created. And you can kind of look around, you can even watch some of the old videos and the old photos. Now, archive itself isn't a big deal, right? The problem arises is when you have placed restrictions on that child's device to prevent them from going to pornographic websites, right? What they can do is they can go to archive.org and look at the old versions of those websites without leaving archive. So essentially, they found a little loophole to get around parental controls and just use this one website to look through this website. So it's not their phone that's doing the searching, it's archive that's doing the searching. So they can use this to get around parental controls. The best way to prevent this is just to block archive.org off their device. Now, our last but not least website is Flickr. Now, Flickr is a art website where people can make art and share art on that website. And yes, they have a no porn rule on Flickr, but that isn't always enforced or isn't always enforced thoroughly. And so you can still find a lot of pornographic content on Flickr. And the best response is just to block it off their device until they're over 18 and they can make their own choices. Again, if you have any more questions or need any more assistance, please feel free to check out my website at parenttech.support. Thank you.